We need to rethink how we clothe ourselves, we need to rethink how we create our homes, we need to rethink how we do our agriculture and industry. The young people who are going into business, you must think on these terms. How to impact maximum number of lives and where can we do it? Your existence, your action, your word, everything. Is it inclusive or exclusive? Just fix that one thing. It's wonderful to be here with all of you in this many human endeavors to bring sustenance, comfort, health, well-being to ourselves. Over a period of time, our way of producing our food, agriculture, our way of sustaining ourselves in terms of industry, and even our healthcare, and of course textile, to clothe ourselves. All these things over a period of time, we have made it in such a way, we can say it is definitely bordering on serious violence against everything that sustains us in this world. We are producing food in a violent way, we're living in a violent way, our transportations are violent, even our clothing has become violent. And one important thing is moving towards natural fiber. We need to rethink how we clothe ourselves, we need to rethink how we create our homes, we need to rethink how we do our agriculture and industry. Otherwise, if we just go as we are going, almost every prediction says that in about 25 to 50 years, it'll become very hard to live here on this planet for the future generations. This is a year which is being commemorated in India as the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, a true apostle of peace, who inspired many movements across the world of finding peaceful solutions to very violent problems, including the civil rights movement in United States was inspired by his work. So as a tribute to him, we thought we will see what are the areas we can cover as a part of this very large-scale initiatives in India to move towards natural farming we have initiated, where millions of farmers are getting involved in this coming years. My aim is that when I fall dead, I would like to leave this planet at least the way our parents gave it to us. In this direction, this going back to natural fiber is a very important part of it. America is important because for whatever reasons, America has acquired a leadership in the world. If you wear blue-colored trousers, half the world is wearing blue-colored trousers. If you tear it up, half the world is tearing it up. So when you have such a leadership, if you go for natural fiber, the world will go for natural fiber. We are grateful and honored to have Norma Kamali, Mara Hoffman, Mimi Prober, and of course our own Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi has been one of the major proponents of natural fiber. If all the designers can push towards encouraging everybody to make at least 50% of their wardrobes into natural fiber, it'll be a great moment to start with.
I just wanted to ask you about how we can contribute back to society and give back, because everyone keeps talking about contributing and contribution, but it's really hard for each person to come up, and just want to hear your thoughts on it.
See, when I talk about giving back something to you, that means I have stolen something from you already. Please don't do that. If you don't do the first act, the second act will not be necessary. As a part of this, we have started this conversation in the business world. It's still picking up momentum, but not enough momentum. I am talking about structuring businesses in such a way that in any transaction, you're talking about sustainable business. Not only ecologically, the business also has to sustain as a business. Whether it's marketplace or marriage, unless it benefits both the people, this transaction is not going to go for long. Why can't businesses be built in such a way that it's naturally beneficial to everybody? Today, a lot of impact businesses are coming which are all thinking on these terms. It is still not large enough as it should be, but it's beginning to happen. As a part of this, right now one of the biggest problems we need to address in the world in the next few years is going to be migration. It's estimated nearly 1.5 billion people will migrate in the next 5 to 10 years' time. When 1.5 billion people start moving, not one wall, people will try to build walls everywhere. And wall is a solution only till the tide is of a certain level. When the tide increases, it'll fall over the wall. I'm not just talking about one country, I'm saying everywhere. So what is the solution for this? This problem is just this, right now, nearly 80% of the world's investment is probably in approximately 25 to 30 cities on the planet. This needs to spread. If investment has to spread, who will risk spreading their investment to a place which is harder to do business? You have to create a fund which will allow a little more easy money. We are looking at this in a big way, trying to work with the United Nations and the large businesses and to set up a trust where businesses will be given soft loans for long gestation period, 12, 15 years, so that you have time to go there, train the people, create talent and create a business and create livelihood there so that people don't have to go away. What kind of business? Well, businesses can decide what kind depending on the terrain, people, the nature of everything else that is their ecosystem. But if we don't do this now, that if we don't spread the world's investment into various areas, you will see when one segment of population is living with so much comfort and well-being, another segment has nothing, you cannot control it. All these years you controlled it because there was no transportation, you understand? Now everybody has transportation. One way or the other they will come in. One way or the other they will come in. It doesn't matter what kind of barriers you put up, in the next 10 years' time, they will come anyway unless you put investments in various places and create livelihoods. The businesses have to be structured like this. Young people who are studying business, you must think of solving world's problems rather than just thinking of some fanciful ambition. Whatever activity we perform in the world, how deeply we touch another life is the most profound satisfaction of activity. That's the purpose of activity, really. Do you want to write a book that nobody wants to read? No. Do you want to cook something that nobody wants to eat? Do you want to build a building where nobody wants to live? When you do something, you want it to touch somebody's life. So if this is the thing, the young people who are going into business, you must think on these terms. How to impact maximum number of lives and where can we do it? If we don't create this opportunity and allow migrations to happen, you will see terrible things happening when people migrate. So you must understand this. Right now, between Africa and United States, at Spain, Italy, all these places, every year, thousands of people are drowning in the waters. They are not reported. Media will not report that. Nobody wants to report that because they're unwanted people. Those thousands of people who left their homelands where they have lived forever and coming and desperately looking here and there, losing their wives and children and husbands and searching here and there, this is not a small thing. This is going to scale up in a tremendous way if we don't spread investment, if we don't spread businesses into societies which are stuck in poverty right now.
My question is, why do people lie all the time?
It's not that people lie all the time. You may be just in some bad company right now. Now, for yourself, leave the other people. For yourself, you're a little boy. Oh, I'm sorry, you're a big boy. You must understand this. Don't concern yourself about what is truth, what is a lie. Just concern yourself about this one thing. Every word I utter, every action that I take in my life Is it for everybody's well-being or is it just about me? That's all. Don't worry about what is true, what is lie, these are all endless nonsensical debates. Just concern yourself about this, whether everything that you do is inclusive or exclusive. If you just fix this one thing for yourself, then you don't have to worry about anything else. About am I correct, wrong, am I right, wrong, am I sinning or in virtue, am I telling a lie, am I telling the truth, this is not the point. The point is your existence, your action, your word, everything. Is it inclusive or exclusive? Just fix that one thing.